What's up, everyone? This is Skol Sessions. We are at episode 9. We're getting close to that double digit. I go by Dre. This is Zach. We wanted to kind of tap in with you guys. We got a few things on the channel today. We're going to go over the Raiders recap, and then we're going to talk a little bit about those Bengals that we played Saturday. So let's go ahead and just get right to that recap, bro. Awful game. Tell me what you thought about that game, bro.
I'm just glad it's over. I'm glad it's over, man. I mean,
Man,
3 points, but hey, we got the W. What would you say was some, highlights of the Raiders game, even though there weren't many?
the highlights of the Raiders game is when it was over. I think that was that was pretty much it, bro. Statistically, and obviously for me personally, this is one of the worst offensive performance of the Minnesota Vikings I've seen in quite some time. And I know Josh Dobbs is going to be the guy right now that's going to get a lot of that credit for, that awful game. But Kevin O'Connell, I feel like, has a hand in that too, man. There's no excuse. We're in the NFL 2023 where if you even breathe on a wide receiver, it's an automatic 20 yards, and you come up with 3 points. And we had 3 points in the fourth quarter, right? So
Yeah.
pitiful performance. Obviously, Josh Dobbs is the man of the hour. Some of his stats were 63 yards and a 50.8 quarterback rating. Just horrendous. And the funny thing is, bro, me and you've been discussing this since the second half of the Saints game. The offense has been like just constantly just going down. And I think that was just the pinnacle of it can't get any worse than this. It was an awful performance. The running game, I told you we needed that running game to really have a chance in that game. Your boy Alexander Madison, he strapped up the shoulder pads and he gave you, I think it was like 60 yards.
60-some yards. It was like 60-some yards.
60 yards, no touchdown. Everybody was getting injured that game, which was weird. Brian O'Neill got hurt. Somebody else on the line, I believe, got hurt. And then obviously the best player on our team gives the corner that little 1-2 step. I watched the replay. Jefferson was going right. The corner was going left. Beautiful route. But once again, with Dobbs, we've had this conversation where the throws are a little bit off. The timing is off. Josh Dobbs left your best player and the player that's about to get paid a lot of money out in the open. Epps, the safety, said, "Hey, let me see what them ribs is hitting on." And your boy was gone. I don't know if you like barbecue on the ribs, if you like them in the grill, if you like them, crock pot. Some people like them crock pot. Mike Epps was trying to see what's good with those ribs, and it was a scary thing to see, bro. We just got that player back. He's been gone for like 9 weeks. Finally have him back, and then he obviously got hurt, and they, I believe he went to the hospital, and he was done for the rest of that game. So Hawkinson's your leading receiver that game, which doesn't say too much. 5 catches, 53 yards. Madison, like you said, 10 carries, 66 yards. And it's time to pull the plug on Dobbs. It's time to pull the plug. The Josh Dobbs, the high of highs, and then the low of lows. It was time to pull the plug. Your boy journeyman Nick Mullens came up in there, and he did what a backup is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Just do enough anticipation throws. Everybody and their mama saying he's more in sync with those anticipation throws. Got you in field goal range, ball game. Ain't nothing to really talk about offense, bro. Me and you can talk football for 40 minutes. There ain't nothing to talk about on the offense.
The only highlight on the offense was
Right.
JJ did break Randy Moss's record. The defense was that defense, man. Brian Flores has got those boys flying. They are flying around like nobody else is doing in the league, in my opinion.
Right.
And I think that even right now, there's 2 stats that kind of stood out that we've been talking about.
Right.
Right now, the defense is ranked first with fewest penalties on the defense this year.
Disciplined ball on defense.
Oh, man.
I like that.
And which is kind of crazy, man, because as much as we're blitzing, you would think like these teams are trying to take shots on us, and it's not. So, which brings me to my next stat. We're giving up the fewest explosive plays in the league this year. We're giving up the fewest. We're ranked first.
That is crazy, bro.
So, all the blitzes we got to get this offense going, brother. The shutout, Brian Flores was hype.
Yeah,
dapping
he was
people up,
right.
bringing a lot of energy to even more to that defense. And so,
Right.
obviously benching Josh Dobbs was, I think, one of the biggest highlights. And I think that had to be done because if Josh Dobbs wasn't benched, I honestly think the Raiders beat us
Hmm.
if
Okay.
he wouldn't have been benched in the fourth quarter.
Right.
But yeah, some highlights on defense. Give me a couple guys you thought should get their flowers, MVPs of the night.
Hey, bro, we're not gonna harp on this too much because this has been a broken record this season. If Brian Flores, for whatever reason, say his history in Miami, there was things going on, the NFL kind of blackballed him in a sense. If you had any reason not to give this man a job, that performance, that's it, bro. He's gonna be a head coach. Um, Two teams I like: Steelers, Patriots. Bill Belichick can't do it forever. You know what I mean? And obviously, he's got the Super Bowls. He's one of the greatest coaches of all times. But the league continues to progress, and it may be a situation where Flores is a Patriots guy. You're kind of passing it, and it's kind of that same defensive scheme, and you're running the ball. It would just fit the Patriots way. And then let me find out Steelers are playing with Mike Tomlin. Let me find out Mike Tomlin, because they're so used to winning that they're like, hey, Mike Tomlin is getting a little stale. That's another team I can see Flores on. But anyway, to go back to your question, Ivan Pace Jr. Ivan Pace Jr.
Oof.
Um,
Oh,
Ivan Pace Jr. That man's not getting off the field now. It was, what I'm saying, when he was an undrafted rookie and Brian Asamoah and Hicks was out there and he special teams and then he would get in there third downs and for blitzing packages. That's your starting linebacker for hopefully if he doesn't get injured for the next 6-7 years. Ivan Pace Jr. Um,
absolutely.
what a game! The little engine that could. The guy that's not 6'6" with the big wingspan has the biggest heart out of any player on that field and is getting it done. So that's my winner. You kind of already expressed it. We blitz. Danielle Hunter is Danielle Hunter. He's a dog. Um,
About
and
4-4.
I was gonna say, yeah, 4-4 did what he was supposed to do. I would say, me personally, this season, those two players, Ivan Pace and 4-4, um, I think are the biggest risers for the Vikings. Obviously, Harrison Smith and Dale Hunter, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But those two players, man, special game, special game. Shutout, bro. This is 2023 NFL offensive football where you breathe on the receivers, 20 yards. You lean on the quarterback, it's 20 yards. You barely touch the receiver. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
such an offensive league, and to have a defense do a shutout, and not only do a shutout, but I've been playing lights out for the past 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
And our offense was stale, man. Like it's not like
Right,
our offense
right,
was helping the defense out this whole time. It's just
right,
been
right.
straight defense.
Statistically, it's not common in this type of NFL, and it's really a treasure to watch because he's gone, bro. We can do all this.
Yeah,
You gonna pay him like a head coach, and we can have the kumbaya, have Cousins sit down in the meeting room with Quasi, and we can all be the leaders of the team. That man's gone. He's gone, but he's gone for the right team. He had an Arizona coaching he had an Arizona coaching interview. He declined it. So he had interviews before, maybe it was Carolina or Arizona, because he's waiting for that right position. He's not just gonna just go on another team and obviously be in a bad organization. But that man's gone, bro.
next year is going to be a
Right.
tough time on defense for us next year, guaranteed.
You're not gonna see that. Also, you got to keep in mind he. I don't mean it's in a disrespectful way, but he doesn't have elite talent. You know what I mean? He has a Harrison Smith that's towards the end of his career. Harrison's still Harrison, but he's not Harrison, like prime
Right.
Harrison.
Yep.
Cam Bynum is a good safety. I wouldn't say he's an elite safety, but he's always going to be there to make the play. Josh Metellus, and then you got some young bucks at corner. You got Blackman, who's been playing amazing, bro. One
Like
of the
out.
best draft picks.
Yeah,
One of the best draft picks.
they just came out with a stat. It was like top 5 defenders,
Mm,
like according to PFF, and Mekhi Blackman and Ivan Pace Jr. was both on it.
it's crazy, bro.
Yep.
That Quasi gets, I have to give him his flowers for that, because I remember, bro, when we were on the clock there were so many more established corners, college corners, that people were looking and expected us to draft, and then we drafted this undersized corner, and everybody's like, "What the hell?" But he fit that Flores scheme. He's feisty. You know what I'm saying? He'll get up in your face and he'll tackle. If he needs to go down there and lay a helmet down, he can do it. Man, just what a hell of a defensive performance, bro. Hey, don't get it twisted, Makai Blackman. He's like in
Oh,
the like when he's on the field, it's clamps. And what they
yep.
do is that hey, buckle up. It's clamps. It's clamps when he's on the field, bro. Kevin O'Connell. Do we give any blame for the offensive performance, or are we just putting it all on Dobbs?
Let's see this week. Let's see what we do this week. If Mullens goes out there and drives down the field, no problem. Our offense is clicking. I'm going to point this whole few weeks back to Dobbs. I'm going
Just
to.
purely on Dobbs?
I'm going
Okay.
to put on Dobbs.
A little tidbit before we go into the Bengals preview. I just actually think I seen on Twitter, Josh Dobbs was demoted to quarterback 3. Jaron Hall will be your backup to Nick Mullens. If Nick
Good.
Mullens goes out there, Lord forbid, if he plays like sometimes he can play, we finally get what I think we all wanted to see. And I think that Kevin O'Connell knows now I can't leave somebody in there just to be the good guy. Like
Right.
if it's not clicking, it's time to figure this out fast. So there's a potential. You may see
Okay.
your boy. There's a potential of it.
It's going to be like Mike Zimmer with the kickers. He ain't playing with these kickers. All right. And KOC is not playing with the quarterbacks now.
Yeah, man. KOC, but KOC to the detriment of the team wanted to be the good guy to a point where he left the quarterback in there too long. Too long, bro.
Well, you know what's crazy, man? Today I saw this on Twitter and it blew me away. Kurt
Right.
Warner said he
I,
went back and, come on, man. Come on. Are you watching the game, brother? Like, are you sure you're watching the film on the same guy?
hey,
I
the
don't
only
know.
the only excuse I give Kurt Warner is he was that underdog story. You know what I mean? He came from like arena football or like, not NFL football. Then he got on the team and greatest show on turf with the offense. So he's just trying to show
Right.
he's trying to show this quarterback some love, bro. That's all.
That's a good point, man. I
Yeah.
think you hit that right on the head about him
Yeah.
being an underdog story. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, let's
bro.
get into the Bengals game. We're headed to Cincinnati.
Yes, sir.
And so yeah, so what are we looking at as far as heading into Cincinnati? I know Jamar Chase
Mm-hmm.
basically is facing off against our guy, which we believe is the best receiver in the game. Justin
Mm.
Jefferson said he's coming back to play this week.
He did. He
So
did.
what do we got? Who's going come out on top?
So your Bengals are 7-6, actually. So obviously one of my favorite, Joey Cool, you know what I'm saying? Joey Breeze got hurt.
Yep.
And then a famous face and famous name, Washington quarterback Jake Browning. Let me give you these stats. This year,
Mhm.
924 yards, 5 TDs, 2 picks, and a 60 QBR, 60.4 QBR. He's getting the job done, bro. He's getting the job done. They've been on Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's having a pretty good year, 760 yards, 7 TDs. If Justin Jefferson is the best receiver, Jamar Chase ain't too far behind, over 1,000 yards, almost 1,100, 7 TDs. Um, Higgins is still there. The Clemson receiver is still there. 436, 2 TDs. So, I mean, honestly, bro, the offense is the offense. I'm gonna keep it real with you. The offense is still deadly. They got Tyler Boyd too. They have some receivers out there, and Joe Mixon's been good, man. Joe Mixon's been pretty solid for them. Where you're gonna catch them is on defense. Their defense is
Yep.
ranked
Okay.
31st, like 380 a game.
Yep.
So that defense is where you're gonna catch them. My only issue is what happens when their defense is trash, but your offense is trash. It's not looking good, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I got the Vikings losing this game. I got the Vikings losing this game. We've had this conversation over the phone. If the Vikings handle business, they're
Mhm.
in. Once again, we're Vikings fans. When the Vikings handle business, we're in. What season do we just handle business? We always lose one or two of those games, and then it's up to somebody else to get us in the playoffs. You know what I mean? It's just we don't make it as simple as we could. I got us losing this game. Talk to me, bro. How you feeling about these Cincinnati Bengals?
All right, so I'm gonna go complete opposite.
Okay.
view on this. I think we're going to beat them. I think we're going to beat them by a couple touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
I think our offense actually comes out clicking. We're going to get Justin Jefferson in a full game. I believe he's going to stay healthy the whole game.
He
He's
going
going to
off?
go. He's going to go off. I think Justin Jefferson going to at least hit 130, 140.
Okay.
And I think we're going to beat him by a couple of touchdowns, man, because I'm going to tell you why. Jake
Okay.
Browning has
Right.
been playing well, but let's go back and see who he played. He played the Steelers, which they got beat. That's a 21st ranked defense. He
Okay.
played the Colts. That was the most previous game,
Right.
25th ranked defense. And then he
Okay.
played the Jaguars, which the Jaguars have a good record, and it was a
Yeah, the
home game
Jags.
for them. But the
Right.
Jaguars defense is 24th ranked defense. So
Okay.
he's playing against those kind of defenses and he's 2-0 right now,
Right.
the past two games.
Mm.
The Bengals are 4-2 at home, kind of like what the Raiders were. And
Mm-hmm.
your Vikings are 5-2 away. So we played better on the road. It obviously attests to the defense.
Right.
But I
Right.
think Brian Flores is going to bring in so much. I mean,
So,
Jake
so
Browning's a
much of
young
that juice.
quarterback.
He gonna bring that stank. That's what you're saying. He gonna bring
He's
that
going to
them
bring it.
blitzes. Okay.
Absolutely. And I think we'll get enough, turnovers,
Right.
enough stops, enough 3-and-outs to put them away. I think kind of
Okay.
early, in my opinion,
Okay.
based on how our defense has been playing, locking people down. And I think
Right.
we're heating up at a good time, man.
Okay. So
We're
you
heating up at a good time, and I see us going in there and taking care of business.
you see Nick Mullens going off. Is that what you're saying?
I think Nick Mullens is going to have two. I think he'll throw for two something. I think he'll throw for two something. But I think JJ gets his. I think he gets his.
Nick Mullens gonna give you two and some change. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm
Give me,
saying.
give me. I need that. I need Nick Mullens to like prediction on stats, and I need a game score.
I'm gonna go. We beat them 28-14,
Okay.
and
Write
Nick
that
Mullens
down.
throws for two touchdowns and throws for
Okay.
250.
Okay.
He's going off, man. He threw for
Okay.
83 yards like the last drive or two, and we didn't do nothing on offense the whole game. I think Nick Mullens has been in that system. He knows the players. He has the timing, the anticipation, what we've talked about.
Right.
I think
Right.
KOC dials it up. We need a
Okay.
pocket passer, man. And you go look at even some people have been putting out a lot of stats with Nick Mullens, which I didn't even know about. But
Right.
he's like top 5, top 6 in certain categories. He's a game manager. He's a game manager. He's a
Zach.
game manager. He's
Don't
a
give
game
me
manager.
don't give me these
But
Peyton
but go
Manning.
look. I want to tell you, our offense is still ranked top 10 in the league.
Hey.
Okay. It's not because of Josh Dobbs.
Okay.
Okay. If anything, he's kind of pushed the what we were ranked kind of a little bit
Right.
further back.
Right.
So I think that Nick Mullens is going to get the job done this week in
So let
Cincinnati,
me.
baby. Your boy Ivan Pace Jr. He's from Cincinnati. He's going back home. He's taking out like 40 or 50 family members. I think he has a
Okay.
big on defense.
Okay. Ivan Pace got some home cooking coming up.
Let's go. Let's go.
um. Let me ask you this: if the offense doesn't get it done, and what I mean by that, I don't mean winning a game 7-3, 3-0. If the offense doesn't get it done, even if they win, do we have that conversation yet with Kevin O'Connell? Or we just skipping past it another week?
I think we need to have the conversation about KOC.
Okay.
And here's what I will say, like just from the outside looking in as far as quarterback issues. If Nick Mullens can't get it done,
right,
Josh Dobbs can't get it done. Now you got to turn to Jaren Hall. Now you got to turn to Jaren Hall eventually, right?
So
if that's what could be
right,
coming down the line potentially.
Right.
So you might miss the playoffs. Now Jaren Hall's not getting it done.
Mm.
You know where I'm going with this.
It's funny you brought that up, but yeah. So there's been kind of speculation, and I think a guy on PFF that's really good with free agency predictions, kind of what the money might look like or what it should look like. Your boy came up. He's I think he was the number 2 targeted free agent this offseason. Chris Jones, the beast from Kansas City, was number 1. 2 years, 60 million, 37 fully guaranteed the first year. What are we thinking? How would we feel about that?
As long as it's going to be hard either way because Brian Flores leaving is really going to hurt us on defense. It's just going to. Now you got a whole new coordinator trying to come into a whole new scheme. I want to keep Danielle Hunter though, so I want to keep our team together. I think we need to try to do the best we can to keep our players together, and then try to re-sign Kurt for 2 years, draft a hot rookie. That's basically what I think that we're going to. I see us doing that. I see us doing that. There's no reason Jaren Hall would not be playing right now if that wasn't the case. I
But
think Kevin O'Connell wants to take his time with Jaren.
so
So
I mean, would you be okay with that contract? 37 fully guaranteed, 2 years. You can get out of it by that second year. You have a
yes,
quarterback in the wings. Draft that you can sit under Kevin O'Connell for a year. Then you can technically get out of that contract. Also, you would have enough money to sign the nil, make JJ one of the highest non-quarterback players in the NFL. So, are you feeling that type of contract?
absolutely. I mean, absolutely. I think at least you know what you got. You got 1 year. If
Right.
maybe the Wolves try to do some kind of willing and dealing with Brian Flores. I don't know. I don't know. Make
Zach,
him hey,
Zach,
make him the
Zach,
highest paid defensive coordinator of all time. The
Zach,
man is a genius. I know
Zach.
he wants a head coaching job. I know he
Hey,
does.
Flores is gone. This free agencies in what, March, April? Flores is gone in February. You one and done in the playoffs. So he gonna be on the beach. He gonna be on the beach by January. He'll be watching the Super Bowl back home with the kids. You know you're a big family guy. He'll be back home with the kids watching the Super Bowl. Flores is gone by February. Me personally, this contract makes sense. It makes
Man,
sense.
hold on.
Yeah, listen, but
Hold
listen,
on. You,
listen,
you might need a standing
listen.
ovation.
What have I been saying? Over 30, over 34, over 35 a year for a 36-year-old with an Achilles heel doesn't do it for me. If we're doing 2 years, the first year you gotta pony up. The second year you can get up out of it. And then it's still for 2 years for 60, that's under 30. That's under 34. That's 30. We have a situation, we have a conversation. But but your quarterback is your quarterback. You think your quarterback that's been finessing the NFL, he'll go down as one of the best NFL contract killers. You think he's coming back from the stats? You've been giving me these stats. He's been killing it. You think he's gonna come back after running them backyard, back of the car baseball stats up and go, I'll take 15-ish quarterback money. Hell
Yep.
no, he ain't taking no
Yep.
damn. He
Hey,
ain't taking
Kirk
no
Cousins
damn
got his hoodie
15-ish.
season, baby. It's hoodie mode. He's gonna put on the hoodie mode. Let's
He ain't
go.
taking.
Kirk
He
will
ain't
change,
taking
baby.
no.
He's coming
He
back.
ain't taking
He's
no
coming back,
15.
bro.
He ain't taking no
He's coming back.
15 rank type money. He ain't taking that, bro. He ain't taking that. He ain't that.
I think you're gonna be surprised. I think this
Okay.
offseason you're gonna be surprised with Kirk Cousins. He wants to retire a Viking. He's only got about
Okay.
3 years left. He knows that.
So
He
you
ain't
think
trying
you,
to. He
you
even
think
said
he's
it. He said it in the interview. He said he wants to retire a Viking.
of course Zach. You with your girl and y'all on camera, she not gonna go, yeah, I can't wait to jump on the next dude. She gonna, of course, yeah, I want to be here forever. That don't mean nothing to me. That's PR. That's
Man,
PR.
think about what having the talent that we have on offense too, and he does like KOC. I think he's been flopped around his whole career as far as offensive coordinator. So
So he
I
not
think he
okay.
wants to. I think he wants to ride it out. So I
He's not
think
going
he's
for
going to
that
get the deal
bag.
done.
You don't think he's going for that bag?
Nah,
Okay, I disagree. I disagree. If these numbers are the numbers and Quasi can make this happen, I'll roll my eyes because it'll be another year of us not winning a Super Bowl. It'll be another year of being one and done in the playoffs or falling short when it matters most. But I'm not upset with these numbers. If he's signing for these numbers, I'm not upset. If this man comes up in there and he's like, hey, I've been putting up these stats, y'all not gonna give me this little brother contract. I'm not Jared Goff or um, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like one of the middle tier 15-ish quarterbacks because I've been putting up top 10, top 5 quarterback stats, right? You're gonna have to do something with this. I don't know. This a joke? This a LOL?
nah, they get it done, man. They get it done. Every week that passes, we keep
Yeah,
everybody. I hear everybody talking about it. We're talking about KOC. We're ragging on KOC, ragging
right,
on him. Well,
right.
when Kirk Cousins was in there, we won 13 games last year. So you don't think KLC's getting all the media feedback that, oh, we should put Brian Flores at head coach, and he's getting all this?
Of course, of
They're bringing
course.
Flores is leaving. Hey,
Right.
Flores is so look. The only thing that's carrying your team is the
Right.
defense. I mean, he's
It's
out
leaving.
next year. Now you're
Right.
stuck with a stale offense and then maybe a mediocre defense. You're bringing back Kirk Cousins.
I get it,
You
bro.
feel me?
I would get it. I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I we're not gonna do another 40-minute video.
No.
I I hope the Vikings can put themselves in Kevin O'Connell and Quasi got hired for a reason. because Cousins can't play forever. And
Right.
they're not stupid. They know that the Vikings have continued to fall short with Cousins as the quarterback. So I'm having faith in our offensive-minded coordinating type quarterback, past quarterback, head coach, and Kwesi, that they find the guy that can lead our franchise for the next 10 years. So you give me 2 years, 60. I'll even give you 61. You give me that, which is middle tier quarterback money. Daniil, pay that man, give Justin Jefferson all the money he needs, back that truck up, and we can talk about it, bro. Bo Nix, I don't
Are you ready
know,
to run it?
Bo Nix, Jordan Travis. Told you they've been liking Drake May. There's been multiple sources they like Drake May. Draft you a quarterback. If the money lines up, Zach, before you get happy and put that smile on your face, I don't want to see 38. I don't want to see 40. I don't want to see top 5, top 10 quarterback money, but middle tier money for a middle tier quarterback, I'm not against it, bro.
All right. I got you for
Not
Christmas,
against it.
bro. I'll give you a number 8 jersey.
I'm not
Let's
against it.
go.
This man has been finessing. He's been finessing the NFL for what, 7 years? He about to finesse him again. But all
Skol
right.
Sessions. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
We'll see y'all next time.
Yes, sir. Episode 10 next time. Let's get it.
Go.